What'll it be then? You can go back to your regular life and forget any of this ever happened, or you can know the truth about the universe. The choice is now yours.
The first one.
No.
Congratulations, Carl, on being the winner for this month's 11 Second Club. Really fun piece that you got here. So yeah, my name's Michael Morgan. I'll be the mentor from Animation Mentor that's looking at your work and gonna give you some feedback, do a little eCritique here. So a little background about me. I've been working in the animation industry for over 20 years now, working in video games, doing cinematics or in-game animation, as well as working in feature film and visual effects, all as a character and creature animator. Okay, so let's dive in and let's have a look at your animation.
What'll it be then? You can go back to your regular life and forget any of this ever happened, or you can know the truth about the universe. The choice is now yours.
The first one.
No. What'll it be then?
So this is really good. I really like how this starts. What I want to do is just summarize how we're going to do it. So you've got several shots. The way I want to play is we're going to break each shot down. And first of all, I'm going to look at your body language. The body language of each character, the attitude that you're displaying, portraying for the character. And then we'll look in the appeal, the facial expressions, and the lip sync will be something that we'll look at last. Overall, I want to say it's working really well. I like your staging. So when I say that, I like how your character, let's just break down the first one. I like how the character takes up center stage. You know, it's not exactly right in the center, but it's in view, the audience can look at, and we're just looking at her face. We can see her face, we can see her body language. It all reads so well. Okay, we've got the chair, we've got the background, you've got all these items that are in the scene that tell a story. So it tells us straight off the bat that we're in some kind of library, some kind of environment where there's lots of books. This person is with this, should I say, in their hand, the feather, the quill, the pen. Yeah, the pen with the feather, the ink. So it's giving us that vibe of wizards, witches, warlords, and all of this kind of environment. So it lets us know it's a fantastical environment. We're in this fantasy realm, okay? By just looking at the character. It's not a human character, but it is a biped character. It's someone who has got that feel of an outer world, okay? So that's what we see from this. And that's what I like, when we can just look at something from the get-go, from the setup, that, all right, you're just displaying the attitude of the character, you're displaying something that us as an audience can get into straight away, all right? So I like the posing on this character, her hands holding her head, really feeling her elbow on the table, feel her resting her head on there, the attitude on her face, the nice asymmetry that you have within the body, the way she's leaning over here, everything about it just really calls and tells us, yep, it's a lot of appeal, but also that this character feels like, oh, she's kind of fed up, okay? So as we go through this, let's scrub through. So when she's shaking her head, eyes going up in the air, like, so she's rolling her eyes. The one thing that I am going to say is, just in terms of the dialogue, I noticed the sound happens before any math. Now this could be due to a compression and the audio could be slightly off. But when dealing with math, shapes and dialogue, be sure to make sure we're preparing the math before the audio. So I've got to spend time pressing lips together before I can say something. So in terms of the audio, like I said, I'm going to talk about that a bit later, but it's something that we want to make sure that before I can even say the word B, I've got to compress my lips together and get my mouth in a stage where it's about to say these words, and then as the air comes out, that's when the vocals are coming out. I can't do it otherwise. So most of the time you want to slip your dialogue or mouth shapes 2 frames before the actual audio. Okay, so it will then seem like your character is actually saying it on the actual words. Okay, but as we go through, like I said, I like the body attitude of this character. So in terms of camera movement, I like that you've got your character moving. So a common rule to have is I'm moving, the camera is following me. Okay, so here, if I look at your character's moving, which is good. The camera moves 2 or 3 frames later, but it looks like it knows exactly what this hand's going to do. So what you want to do is you kind of want to delay the camera just a touch more. But what I do also like is that even though you are following, you don't stop when the hand stops. You're still drifting along a few frames after, so you are paying that catch up. This opens up, so we're looking at this ball here in the hand. So the camera has moved over, allowing us to see this ball open up in her hand. Allows us to see the second character on the edge of the frame, and the ball open up here with the character inside. So when we look and go, okay, then this character's inside, how does this relate to this character on the edge? Go back when you play it.
What'll it be then? You can go back to your regular life and forget any of this ever happened?
So we can see that she's obviously talking to this woman, and this bubble is her. So she's telling her, you can go back to your regular life. So she's some kind of wizard, some kind of person that can obviously tell you the future and the present and the past. So she's given her a choice to make. And what I like here is, again, you've got your character gesturing off screen, and then the camera follows, cuts over. Again, we're following this ball that now opens up higher, up into the air.
The universe.
And with this ball going up into the air, it makes us feel like this is a more grand and exciting thing to look at. It's not, the first one was down. Let's go back to the first one. First one was down on her level, showing her in a bored state. Okay. Eyes closed. Very much this is your boring life. And then she works up to this one where it's in the air, so it's more grand. Okay. So if we go back to the body language, like was mentioned before, she's already bored, not really impressed.
You can go.
And the way she delivers her line with going back to this life here, I like how you've portrayed it. You've definitely told the audience and let us know this is something that I'm presenting to you, but I don't really want you to take this option. It's very boring, it's mundane, it's just like, you've done it before, it's something you know, and there's no excitement in there. There's no excitement in her delivery. The whole delivery, I like how you've done that. The delivery feels like, yeah, you can do that, but it's not that great. And then she turns, blinks. She's conjuring up. It's about the ball there. Already we can see the head's up, the eyes more open. The whole gesture of upwards looking and feel is just grand. It's more uplifting. So I like your acting choices there. I like how you've gone with the mundane and then with the big grand gesture. I like your camera angle choice, so we can see this coming to us as an audience, and it's just, oh, it's revealing and it's becoming bigger. You've got both your characters looking up. We get a more of a view of the library, the globe, all these books, so we can see this woman is well knowledge, you know, she's full of knowledge. She's obviously traveled the globe or knows a lot about the world. She knows about different realms. We already get this from the seating. This woman, this alien creature, is of a grand scale. Okay, this person here, by the dress, looks like some schoolgirl. So with that being said, we already see then it's a teacher student relationship. All of these things that we get from the dress that you've dressed them in, but also the way they're sitting at the table and everything like that. So I really like your staging. I like how she's gesturing up to it, leaning back, and even that, if we look at the glee on her face is eyes open, smiling, everything about it. This one, you can just see, oh yeah, she's just looking. She's like a passenger who's just, yeah, I'm along for the ride. Whereas this one is happy and gleeful. Okay, she's proud of herself. She's excited. You can see how wide her eyes are. I like how you've got her coming back to us, and then you cut on action. So I like how you cut in with her turning to us, and then she's still doing her motion, turning in, so which is great. I like that, turn in. Well, she's delivering her line. She's got the pen. She's asking him what choice.
Choice is now.
And I like these motions, this gesture here. She really feels like, you know what, I've given you such a great option there. I know you're not going to take this one. I've pointed over there to this grand, exciting opportunity that you can take. And you can just see it in the eyes. You know, your choices here of her looking up are really great. She's got that sense of excitement. Now she's coming down.
Yours.
And she's looking, comes down to her level, looks into her eyes, smiling. And I love this. I love how we cut to the student, and the student is just flat, not phased or excited at all. Just got this look on her face, and just static. You can just see her then blink, look over, and ready to just grab the everyday, all day, nothing changed, boring life. And before she can, you have the hand come in and slap. This is really good. So what I like is, if I just don't, I like the static nature of this. It works really well for comic timing. She's just flat. Okay, I like the asymmetry in the mouth. This is really good. The tilting of the eyes. I like how the brow comes down. I will say the eyes feel a little cat-eyeish in the blinks. Feels a little bit strange, but I do like the sentiment that you have, that you're going for, of her just a teenager that's just, you know what, I'm just gonna go with what I know, not excited about anything. I like how what we could do is we could move the body a little bit more, just a little bit more opposite to what the hand that's gonna lift up. So you see how you just got this. I would probably lean back a little bit more. I know she's very, but even when you're about to lift this hand up, we don't want to just go like that or just like that. We can lean back a little bit, because the reason why I say that is she does light up. You've got the brows up, so she's lit up and gone, oh, I'm going to go for that because that's something I know. So you get this slight movement that's opposite, away, a nice anticipation away from the moment where she's going to, the object she's about to tap. Okay? So with that being said, we really want to feel she's sitting and she's grounded in that chair. So how do we do that? We move the body slightly. Okay? In this direction. Let's just feel like she's been sitting, or she's sitting, whether she's away from the rest of the chair or if she's resting in the back of the chair. Just get a little bit more of that. I feel she's grounded in the chair, she's tilting away, and she's about to lift her arm up. Okay. Also, as the arm comes up, we could put more of a delay, drag on the wrist, so it's more of a, just a little bit more of a drag. Boom. But I do like how it's coming up. And then what's really cool is I like how this is coming in an arc, comes up. I like how the hand goes back and then slaps, and you have it hover there. So that's working well. What I would say is, boom, I kind of feel like I like the reaction, but I do actually feel the reaction's probably a bit too big for someone who, alright, so she's quite static. She gets excited and she's about to hit, but then when she's coming away sideways, I'm not sure she would do that. I feel, and obviously I don't know who she is, I don't know her background, but because she just seems very, I'm in the office and this woman's going to tell me about my future and stuff like that, I'm not really bothered. I'm kind of like just here and I'm just going to pick the easy route. But when she gets slapped on the hand, I feel like she's going to move back like this, but still face who she's facing. Like, ooh, she's not scared. It's more of a, ooh, that's rude kind of attitude that she would have a response like, ooh, that's rude. Whereas I feel like the way you've played it is, ouch. I mean, now she feels like she's afraid and being scolded. Whereas I don't feel she would feel like she's being scolded to that degree. That much she's carrying away. I feel she'd be more of a rude kind of attitude. Like her response would be more of, you're rude. How dare, I'm not saying that she would be defiant, but she would have more of a reaction to saying, you're rude kind of feel. So this, we can have the arm like what you have, but I don't feel like she would cower as much. Okay, she'd be like, ooh. So back and probably still facing her a bit more. All right, that's the feel that I feel that she would have, simply to say, you're more of a rude hitting me. How dare you do that? Than an ow, scared. I'm scared of this principal. I'm scared of this teacher now. Okay, so boom, cowers away, and yeah, it's all good. So what makes this really fun is the contrast between the two characters. You can see from the principal, yes, she comes in with this bored attitude, okay, but what's really nice is her excitement when she delivers this one. Now you can see, and I like how you've built the character up to make us really see her excitement and making sure that the student is always staying deadpan, flat all the way through. So I like your use of contrast between each character. That's really fun as well. So seeing all this, seeing your staging, seeing how you've got the characters playing off each other, one's more excited, one's deadpan, one's, you know, as she comes here with your gestures, your body, your choices, and how you stay on this for, you know, quite some time, which is good. It allows the audience to really feel like, yeah, cool, I wonder what choice she's going to make. So everything has a nice amount of time to let us see and sit with the character. Go, okay, cool. We have this moment where she's thinking, and she's not even like, you know, to be fair, you could have a beat where she could move and have some eye darts in here just to make us think, you know, so you can see some kind of thought pattern happening in her eyes. Now you don't need to, but that could be put in there in the amount of time that you have. You could, but I do like your choices at the same time. So me giving you this eCritique, it's more about, one, I already feel like this is a strong animation piece. You know, you've made some really strong choices. And then it's also me saying what you could think about trying and exploring. Now, does it make it better? That's up for debate. You know, art is subjective. So what you've got is a really nice piece. So you could play with a moment where you do eye dart, where she's thinking and then she chooses. But what I do like about the fact that you just have a deadpan is she just seems like a mannequin. And that actually works in this moment. She's just, you could, if you don't want to do anything with the eyes, you could do something with the mouth. Like, press the mouth a little bit tighter. And then brows up, so it's like deadpan. And you get that smack of the lips. And she goes into her dialogue.
First one. The first one.
And now I know there's no smack of the lips in there, but it's like the first one. So it's opening up the face. I like how you've done that. The first one. You could have that moment in there. So that's something you could do with the face on her. So that's really fun. So with that being said, this lets me just go into her. Since she has the least amount of lip sync, I'm going to say her lip sync first, and then we'll go into the teachers, the wizards lip sync after. Okay, so the thing about this, I like how you got the one. So the first one, nice and simple. The first one. So you got the mouth. You got the nice U shape on, and it works really well. The only thing I would say is you have a weird, you got your, and it drops here. So yeah, if you're gonna put your lip corner up like that, you might want to have it longer than one frame, okay? Because right now it feels like a glitch, okay? But I like the asymmetry of that. So you can add a little bit of asymmetry all the way through the first one. So if you're going to keep it, you carry on there, and you carry on for this, and then you kind of go back into this shape. 1, take from there. But what I want to say is you want to introduce the tongue. Let's see if I can spell tongue. When you're saying the, you need to have the tongue at the back of the teeth in the. You also want to and at least have a little bit of compression on them. Let me get this a bit smaller. Oh gosh. Dun, dun, dun. You want to feel that. So you're pressing the teeth on top of the bottom lip. I'm rolling that bottom lip and holding it for 2 frames at least. You know, you need that action. The is going to have the tongue, and the fa is going to have the bottom lip first. So you've got enough time for that. First one. So you're just going to go from that. Flash the teeth and go to what you have here. So all this is good here. I like this. This is good. One. Nah. And the word one with the na. I'm going to feel a little bit of a tongue in there. And then asymmetry smile. So it's more on this side. So this is a little bit of a jump in the face expression, which is fine, but again, these eyes, I don't know if it's the rig, but they feel like they rotate up. And watch out for these white eyes with no pupils. Yeah, it's just this reaction feels a little bit big and clunky. We can boom. Now we want to feel a little bit of drag. The head is the last thing to move. That's fine. Like I said, I kind of feel we could still have I would still say that you could still be looking at her. You know, just that look of just rude. But overall, really good stuff. I like her lip sync. I like the mouth expression there. And the reason why I say that is because one thing that you have to watch out for when you've got a character with glasses and you're seeing that, you want to make sure that the eyes are visible. And when you're doing it from the corner of the eyes, it can kind of get lost. So you want to do whatever you can to make sure we can always see those eyes. Okay? You've done a good job here. It's not too cluttered. But just remember that you got shades, glasses, or whatever, spectacles, however you want to call them. You want to make sure that we can still read those eyes. Okay, that's why I kind of would still move the face slightly, not straight on, but slightly more towards this character. Not look through the corner of the eyes with the glasses. Okay, these are thin frames, so you can naturally look through the corner. But most people wearing glasses don't look through the corner of the eyes. Okay, so that lip sync, all good. So we can go through hers. Like I mentioned earlier, hers feels quite late, but What I do like is you're making big, broad shapes that work across the board. So if I just play this.
What'll it be then? You can go back to your regular life?
So she says what it'll be then. I don't see any teeth on her.
You can go back to...
So when she's saying then, I don't see any teeth or any tongue. So I don't see her teeth or tongue at all. But I do like the U shape. Go back. See, with life, I can't really see the tongue. La 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 la. Life. You're going to want to see the tongue in there. Life. I do like this side mount. Life. Like the attitude that she has in there. Like, really, girl, you just don't want to go back to that. So I do like this asymmetry there.
Your life and forget any of this ever happened?
Any of this like the popping of the but you've got this weird mouth shape there. So this I feel like you would go from this into this cleaner. This shape here is a breakdown that you don't need. You just want to go into this a lot cleaner. So happen. And then you would start to get into this or earlier because, like I said, you're making the sounds before you're making the shape, which you want it the other way around. You want the shape to be starting before the sound comes out the mouth. See?
Happened, or you can know the truth.
Or you can know the truth. And what's nice is, or you can know the truth, is all within the same kind of shape. The truth. But there's no moments where you've got the mouth closed where you can feel the T. So the teeth, you know, if you say truth, truth. So that T, your mouth will be a lot closed, more. Truth. No, the truth. Even saying that, no, the truth. You probably even want to get the teeth clenched together. So, not truth like that, but still with the U shape, but teeth clenched together. Truth.
About the universe.
And this works. It's distance, so you can't really see the lip sync.
The choice.
The. Again, T. The choice. I like this. I like the inhale, exhale.
Is now.
So that's really working well.
Is now yours.
It's now yours. And I like how it's nice, clean, yours. Now yours. So you're not getting bogged down with too much shapes. It's now yours. And then you end it on this smile. Love this facial expression.
The first one.
And then she goes the first one. So, like I said, Carl, overall, this is looking great. Nice stuff. Really strong choices in your gestures. The body language that you're presenting really sells very well. The audience can see the contrast between the characters and the excitement that the characters have when they have excitement. And with this student, she's just there taking it in. She gets excited when she's about to touch the the crystal ball, the globe, and then she retreats back in shame, in disgust, in, horror that she was slapped. And yeah, great stuff. So thank you very much, and I hope to see your work, more of it in the future.